Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I am on my 100 cards in 100 days. Let's hope. If I am successful with this, the last card should drop in on the 24th, I think, Christmas Eve. But we'll just see what, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself because then that's not a joy then. So let's just go here. So I had this scrap from the, why do I never have the, well, I've got the catalogue here. I never have anything handy. Well, no, this is an online exclusive paper, and something about Autumn Gathering or something, I can't remember, but it's a gold foiled paper. I don't have the pack to hand at the moment, so I can't double check, and because it's an online exclusive, oh yeah, I've got more bits of it, but I'm just going to go with it. I had this particular paper that's like a plaid type thing with the gold foiling. I had that lying on my desk, so I thought, right, okay, where can we go with this? And I've got Amber Autumn, which is in the new mini catalogue. This goes along with the Autumn Trees stamp set, and it's just so pretty. What I forgot to get out, I knew there was something else. I forgot to get the dies ready. Where are they? Are you here? Please be here. No, they're not. Come on. Amber Autumn. I'm being severely challenged, haven't I? Oh, they're not here. Oh, maybe they're on the back of my desk. Oh, it's one of those days, isn't it? I try to be organised, but somehow or another I just... Amber Autumn dies. Hooray. Here we go, because I want to probably cut out. I don't know if I do for sure, but I might just fussy cut. You know how it goes. So anyhow, and I had some of this double-sided pecan pie card on the paper, two-tone cardstock, and it was just lying on my desk, and I thought, do you know what, they actually layer fine. And I've got, I had this crumb cake card out, and actually these work together. You know, in autumn colours, all the browns are fine together. That just looks quite nice. And I think I want to use copper, even though that's got gold foiling. I'd like to use some copper emboss and stamp this, and then we'll see where we go. It might be a fussy cut job, it might not, but this is the whole thing. I'm just making it up as I go along. That's where creativity comes. So first of all, if we're going to do heat embossing, let's do that first. So we've got the Emboss Buddy, which, especially with this, is a scrap that's been lying about. It might have been touched, it might have oils from our hands, it might have, goodness knows what it might have on it that's been lying about. So that and that Emboss Buddy deals with the static as well. See, this getting older, my words escaping me a lot. I might not even, there's a chance that I might not even cut this out. I might just trim this card. I don't know at the moment. But right now, I'm just going to stamp this one. It's onto a scrap of basic white cardstock. Now, this is how this 100 series will work. It will evolve from things that might be lying on my desk, left over from other projects. Right, I need a scrap, and I had a folded piece here. Whoops. And I use the copper emboss powder. There we go. More than enough. I was just blowing on that a wee bit just to get the extra bits away. And if I'm going to die cut it, that won't matter, but I might not. We'll see. We'll just see how it looks once we've heat embossed it and possibly added some colour. So I really don't know where this 100 cards, 100 days series is going to take us. It might end up I do a whole load of cards that all look the same, or we come up with different things. But it's just about being creative every day. That is so pretty, that. So let's find my heat tool. If you want to turn your volume down, here's your opportunity. Okay, now one of the secrets with heat embossing is once you have checked that it's melted, as soon as it's melted, take the heat, so move the heat source, because if you overheat it, it will burn and go just flat and then lose the colour as well. But that is so pretty, isn't it? So shall we die cut that? And then we'll have it as a piece to put on the card. Did I have my... Yeah, I do. This is my first bit of being creative today, so I didn't have everything ready, but we're all right. So I've got my... Probably should be tidying up, not making more things, but I didn't come to my desk yesterday, so I want to be here today. These Amber Autumn dies are gorgeous as well. Do go on to, if you go onto my site, my online shop at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net, and then go into the, click on online exclusives in the shop part. Now just want to have, just take your time to get this lined up. Now I'm going to use a bit of washi tape if I can lay my hands on some. Yes, I can. Because that, with the piece of paper being, the basic white being heat embossed, it's a bit, I think that's us. This doesn't feel like it fits properly. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Right, let's not overthink it. Let's just go for it. Yeah, it's a bit bumpy, so the washi tape will just keep it still while we pass it through. Put that on the floor beside me because that's every chance I will use it again today. And we'll just take the plates and put them on the side, and then we'll... Right, it wasn't too bad. I think I might have just had it a wee, I could have had it on the till a bit more. But anyway, let's just pop this away in the pack. Amber Autumn. I think we'll use the watercolour pencils to give this a bit of colour. I can't even, oh that's a red, I don't want a red. Ooh, struggling here. Well, there's an early espresso. What's that one? Oh, pecan pie, that's better. So yeah, I'm just going to use the watercolour pencils. Garden green and granny apple green, that will be fine. And a blender pen. Right. As I say, I never said anything about these cards being quick, but just that there will be a bit of fun, I think. Just add some colour into the stem. And now I'm just thinking, I'm not sure I've used the blender pen with heat embossing, so here we go. We'll find out if it works okay and doesn't try to lift the heat embossing. I don't think it will, because I think it's just glycerine and water that's in a blender pen. I'm fairly sure it's not harmful, because it would, if it was anything worse than that, it would tell us on the packaging. So I'm just going to add a bit of, I'm just adding some garden green here. I'm not being particularly arty about it. I'm just getting some colour down there. We'll see what the blender pen does. So we've got very variegated, but that's what happens in the autumn. The colours start to fade and then they go yellow and reds and browns, and in fact we could just do a bit of that. We could add just some little bits. Here's a bit of cherry cobbler, just in a few bits, not too. And well, I've got Daffodil Delight, but that's okay. So just add they're just on the turn. I do love autumn. I love all the colours. Right, let's see what the blender pen will need to add a bit more in here. Even though I'm adding a bit of colour in there, the embossing is still shining through. So let's just go over the leaves first. I did go over the line by accident there, so, but that's okay. It just adds to the arty look, doesn't it? So that this is just basically doing what it says on the tin. It's blending the colours in. So that's one way to get some nice autumn colours. And then I'll just see what, just check that that is clean enough on the other end. The acorns are okay. And then I've just got a wee cloth. I'll just rub over the top, and then, yep, that is coming back to shiny there, and the colour's gone down into the paper. So let's just let that. That's okay, isn't it? That's quite pretty. You saw it first with me. Well, maybe other people have done that, but with me, I think, I don't know if I've used blender pens along with. It's cool, isn't it? I think what I might do here is do a bit of stamping. Should I do tone on tone, or will I use the early espresso? I think I'll get the crumb cake out and do tone on tone, because I like that for background. And just using the same stamp, but choosing the crumb cake ink. I stamp off a few times just to make sure that the Versamark ink is off. Now, because I've got this quite big panel going on, there won't be a lot that shows, so I'm just basically going to, and I'm not going to worry about, because it's quite nice to have some patterning going on to the back of your card. It's quite subtle anyway. Might have, no, we'll turn that one so the leaves are going out. Then we can turn it around and we can have some acorns down here. Just add some leaves in here just to, there we go. We'll just leave it at that. It's just subtle in the background, and in person you would see that. You maybe don't see that grand. Oh, and I will need a sentiment. I think I'll just take this, because I'm thinking just to enjoy that paper. I think we'll just have a little thanks, and we'll stamp it, but this time we'll use the darker, the early espresso. Or should we heat emboss it? Oh, if we got the heat embossing things out, we could heat emboss our sentiment, couldn't we? See what I mean about making it up as we go along? Just letting things evolve. Alright, so Versamark emboss buddy. Where did my big folded paper? Oh, it's here right beside me. Right, we've got this bit of crumb cake here. Again, just using what was lying around. Trying to pick up, make sure I've got plenty of ink, so get a good thick sentiment, and I don't know whether I'll be fussy cutting out this or cutting it in a straight line, so let's put it there. With the lid on the ink pad. Always make sure you do put the lid on your ink pad, because you might start sprinkling and the embossing powder could get in your ink pad. So I just established that my paper was to the right, and then I went looking to the left. There is no hope. I'm not sure what day I'm ever going to find the tweezers and the brush that came with my embossing set, but it's clearly hiding. They're both probably together hiding somewhere. So annoying. Right, close that up so I don't heat it. So let's just get the heat tool. There we go. Right. Let's kind of start to put it together and then decide. So this, I just like this pretty paper. I don't know whether to play with it or see. There's an eye. You know, Dad. I was thinking about cutting it and then turning that over, or do I just have a scrap of that? Oh, I do, look. This, I actually like, I think I'm just going to go with that. Let's just, right, let's do a bit of sticking here. I think I now want the darker side of this two-tone cardstock. You have the choice, just choose the side that you like the look of. And although I'm not doing any fancy techniques with the two-tone cardstock, it is a lot lighter than adding another layer of normal cardstock. So if you're wanting to keep your cards light, do I trim that, or I just think we'll just go with it as it is, because then we're not creating more scraps, we're using the scraps. Bring it down a wee bit. So as you see, I've not put that bang on centre. I'll glue this flat and then we'll use some dimensionals here, I think. dimensionals. Oh, look, we've got a few left on this piece. We'll use them up. So when I'm filming these, I'm not deciding what days what. I mostly will make one card each day, but sometimes I will film ahead if I know I've got busy things. You know, if I'm going to be busy. Right. I think we will fussy cut this out. So we'll just go like, just leaving a wee border around it. Quite like this because the lettering is just a wee bit thicker and it just lets you appreciate the heat embossing. I know I'm just going to take a minute and do this a bit neater, but the extra card was getting in my way. And then I'll just take a wee bit round here. So this is not going to be a short one, but hopefully you've enjoyed it, and because it's a recorded video you can play it faster. You could play me at twice the speed. But I would say turn the volume off if you do that, because you hear me talk like a chipmunk or something. That last wee bit doesn't want to come out. Come out. There we go. Now I'm going to use a wee half of one of these. We do have mini ones, but do you know, these ones cut so easily. I think a whole one will fit in that bit, will it? Just, yep. So let's put this on first, and then we'll put the... So we've got mixed metals here. Not mixed metaphors, mixed metals. I'm going to put that fully on that early espresso background. There's texture there. It's just, it shows up better with a nice dark background. And then we'll take off the backings. We'll pop that about there. It wasn't a quick card, but it wasn't complicated. Let's just put my pencils back in my cup and the blender pen beside them so they're there if I want them again. And there you go, a nice easy thank you card. And we always need thank you cards, don't we? Well, I do, because luckily people are always doing kind things for me. So, and I do like to send all my customers a thank you card as well. So thank you for watching, thank you for making it to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.